Hey, what's up everyone? How you all doing? Now, just when you thought melee weapons in Warframe couldn't get any more powerful, of course we get proven wrong. So, for a while now, weapons like the Legion and the Atarax, the Silver and Aegis Prime, and a few other weapons have been the most powerful melee weapons in Warframe. And I don't think many of us would actually argue with that, right? Powerhouse weapons that could cut through anything that stands in their way with the right builds, of course, or with the right setups. But with the Plague Star event now winding down, and of course changes to polearm Zaws and their range a few hotfixes ago, we now have polearms that put the Legion in the corner. I know, right? Fucking crazy. What have you been smoking, potato? Well, the Legion is now in the corner and nobody puts baby in the corner. Rest in pepperoni, Patrick Swayze. Too soon. Too soon. So this is my infested polearm called the Ting Goes, skitty pop pop pop, which is a status build Zaw that has innate viral damage, has an okay crit chance as well, and has about a 7 or maybe 8 meter range with primed reach equipped. So my Legion is now looking on crying, thinking that used to be me, but that's power creep for you. The Acrid knows exactly how the Legion feels right now. Now, of course, with the Plague Star event over today, your chances of getting these parts, if you haven't gotten them already, the infested Zaw parts, are probably gone, but I'm sure they'll return in a later update or a later event. But if you have the parts, then you can of course now build probably the most powerful weapon in Warframe. And realistically, it's not just the plagued polearm Zaws that are good. This is a normal Zaw modded pretty much the exact same way as my plagued one is, and look how quickly it kills a level 150 heavy gunner. So if you did miss out on the plagued parts, then the normal Zaw polearm parts from Hawk are completely worth your time. You should definitely get one if you can bother to grind that much and build it and have a lot of fun, which is a bit crazy. I made a video a while ago saying how bad Zaw polearms are due to their terrible range. I think they shared the range of a dagger, and shortly after I uploaded that video they got a hotfix and of course a stat tweak, and now they're incredible weapons, so it's a bit mental. So this plagued polearm is made up by combining the three parts: the plague Kripat, the plague Bokwin, and of course the Iguana 2 Ruhang. All of those names are just incredibly hard for me to say. It's got a base status chance of 32%. It can hit 100% status if you wanted to with the right mods, and it has a 14% crit chance as well, which isn't too shabby. Now, it's condition overload viable, so already you know exactly how this thing is going to handle once condition overload is equipped. But what about a normal build that doesn't run condition overload or blood rush or primed pressure point or primed reach? So this is my welfare build on a level 150 heavy gunner without those mods equipped to see how it performs, and it still kills very fast. With condition overload equipped, it is of course crazy. Now, my condition overload build is modded of course with status in mind, but I've also stuck blood rush in there to scale up my crit chance at the same time with my combo counter. You could drop out the blood rush for another dual stat elemental, which will give you of course 100% status chance, but that's entirely up to you. Mod however the hell you want at your game. So Zaw polearms are now best in slot, similar to Zaw daggers, Zaw swords, Zaw machetes, and of course the Zaw rapiers. So Zaws are now the endgame weapons that I think many of us kind of hoped that they were going to be. They now basically outperform other weapons in their category. Let me know what you guys think of the Ting Goes. In future updates, do you reckon we will see Zaw sidearms or Zaw primary weapons, and how will they perform, or how do you hope that they will perform if they ever become a thing? I guess maybe they will, maybe they won't. Do me a huge favour and hit that like button if you enjoyed the video, or don't if you didn't. Subscribe for more Warframe, and as always, thanks very much for watching.